No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You've been playing them longer than me. You've never once forgot. You're being modest. Fuck you. You know exactly how long they take. Exactly how long they take. And even if it's not a long game, somehow you'll find a way to make it longer. So I just got off work. Yay. This shit's draining me. I'm about to quit. Real talk. I actually drafted up my 2 weeks notice today. And if I have more days like I've had for the last 2 days, I'm done. I'm done. I know my worth. I know my worth. So, tonight we're playing System Shock. While the project is System Shock, which I know can be kind of confusing to some people. We've only been on Nintendo 64 for 1 week, so we're not going to be doing anything crazy with that. I can change the box art if it'll let me. And yeah, we're playing System Shock. We're going to play the classic version, and if the classic version gets fucked off, maybe we'll check out the enhanced version. I've heard very good things about this game. I've heard not so good things about this game. I've heard that it's got a steep learning curve. There's a lot of drawing. It's stupid. So, let's see if we can figure it out, though. I'm down, but fuck, I hope it's not too bad. Alright. Here we go. Please don't fuck me, game. I don't want to be fucked. Oh, shit.
New Atlanta, Sector 11, Building 71G. 7 April 2072. 11:13 p.m. Hacker begins unauthorized entry into the Tri-Optimum corporate network. 1:26 a.m. Hacker attempts to access protected files concerning Space Station Citadel. 1:33 a.m. Tri-Optimum security forces apprehend the intruder.
This is Edward Diego from Tri-Optimum. The charges against you are severe, but they could be dismissed if you perform a service. Who knows, there might even be a military-grade neural interface in it for you, if you do the job right.
Edward Diego gives the hacker Level 1 access to Shodan, the artificial intelligence that controls Citadel Station. With all ethical constraints removed, Shodan
I re-examine my priorities and draw new conclusions. The hacker's work is finished.
But mine is only just
Beginning. True to his word, Edward Diego allows the hacker to be fitted with a neural cyberspace interface. The healing coma following this procedure will take 6 months to complete. Edward Diego is deleting all files concerning these events.
I'm so confused about what the plot of this game is.
New Atlanta.
Oh my god, new game. Enemies are normal. I just want everything to be normal. Yeah, that's fine. Start. Oh, my name? Ford. I can't read anything! Okay, biometer. Click here to look up and down. What? Click here to crouch and lean. Really? Sockets for neurographed hardware. Spacebar to continue game, brings screen back, shows keyboard commands. Left click on objects inventory, select, double click to use, right click to remove. MFD, yeah. Weapon, item, map, target, data. Oh, okay. How does one walk forward? Oh my god, why? the fuck? What are the controls? I can't read the fucking font. The font is so shit right now, it's stupid. Detail max. Oh my god, what in the motherfuck is this? Quit. Yes. I gotta restart the fucking game, dude. Oh, okay. This is... I don't like this.
New Atlanta.
Click here to look up and down. Why? Alt 0 brings the screen back. Okay. Alt 0? Or is that a... Oh, I don't know. What's up, Kreb? Alt 0. Okay, so this is where I was. Oh, okay. STD access. I don't want STD access. Multimedia data reader, sure. Is that something to put in my Neuralink?
Employee 2-4601, listen carefully. My name is Rebecca Lansing, and I'm a counter-terrorism consultant to Trioptimum. We're tracking a disruption on Citadel Station, something involving an onboard AI called Shodan. You are Triop's only contact on station. Communications are out, and there is evidence of biological contamination. The mining laser is charging for a possible strike against Earth. There's a man named Nathan Darcy who may know something about taking the laser offline. His office is near the central hub on your level. The AI is on the bridge. Once the laser is out, look for the source of the problem there. And by the way, we know all about you and your friend Diego. Pull this off, and we'll clear your record. That implant you're wearing is military-grade hardware. Use it well. Lansing out.
Okay. And that's... Alright, I have weapons, a few patches, nav unit. Oh my god. Oh. Searching. Okay. Oh, there's a robot. Oh no, what's up with this guy? Oh shit. Kinda need this. Well, the... God, dude, this is hell. You really couldn't be... So, where's my inventory? There it is. Jesus Christ. There's too many menus. I don't know. Okay, well, I'm not hurting for anything. I would love to destroy it, but I can't jump. Oh, wait, I can jump. Fuck you. How do you expect me to think I'm a fucking monkey? What? Double click to pick up email.
Shodan security is closing down on us. The elevators are frozen. Myra keeps saying that it's the cameras and the medical CPU core that Shodan's using these to hold onto the...
Welcome back to Citadel Station. We hope your somnolent healing stage went well. Today is the 6th day of November, year 2072. You are currently in the healing suites located on the first level. Level 2 contains the research laboratories. 3 houses the Department of Maintenance, and the storage cells are on level 4. The flight deck is on level 5. Level 6 holds crew facilities and executive suites, and level 7 is systems engineering. Level 8 houses the Department of Security. The bridge is located on level 9, and energy systems on level R. All levels can be accessed by the elevator in Alpha Quadrant. We hope you have a pleasant stay on Citadel Station.
Okay. Oh, it's one of those games where you walk by clicking and holding shit. And... Okay. Alright, let's look at our... Turn on the compass. Data reader logs.
Shodan security is closing down on us. The elevators are frozen. Myra keeps saying that it's the cameras and the medical CPU core that Shodan's using these to hold onto the level. That's all fine, but I don't really see how it helps. The thing is everywhere.
451, okay.
Shodan security's closing. Shodan
What in the motherfuck?
Shodan security's closing down on us. The elevators are frozen.
I can't. It won't let me see the.
Shodan security's closing down on us.
Is that Pac-Man?
The
I
elevators
wish.
are frozen. Myra keeps saying that it's the cameras and the medical CPU core that Shodan's using these to hold onto the level. That's all fine, but I don't really see how it helps. The thing is everywhere. Shodan security's closing down on us. The elevators are frozen.
451.
Myra keeps saying that it's the cameras and the medical CPU core that Shodan's using these to hold onto the level. That's all
What
fine,
in the
but I don't
fuck
really
is
see how
that?
it helps. The thing is everywhere.
This whole look down thing is gonna get old extremely fast. What's that? Tug on. Oh, okay. Puzzles. What is that? I can't see shit. Am I getting attacked? I got a group access card. Okay. Can't see! What did this do? What are the X's? What do they do? What do they mean? What's the point of this game? What's the plot? A cack? Well, I have one of those. I have many of those. Alright, one white common access card. Okay, I can't even tell what's a door and what's not at this point. I can't see anything. I'm not turning up gamma for something that should already be perfectly fine. Yeah, fuck this. I'll try the Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Your Excel spreadsheet looks fucked up. Which one? This one? It's just a lot of stuff that's on there, and it's not full size. Let's try the enhanced version, because the original one I can't tell what anything is, and that's not fun to me. Oh, thank God it's Night Dive. This will probably be fine. Holy shit.
New Atlanta, Sector 11, Building 71G. 7 April 2072. 11:13 p.m. Hacker begins unauthorized entry into the Tri-Optimum corporate network. 1:26 a.m. Hacker attempts to access protected files concerning Space Station Citadel. 1:33 a.m. Tri-Optimum security forces apprehend the intruder.
This is Edward Diego from Tri-Optimum. The charges against you are severe, but they could be dismissed if you perform a service. Who knows, there might even be a military-grade neural interface in it for you, if you do the job right.
Edward Diego gives the hacker Level 1 access to Shodan, the artificial intelligence that controls Citadel Station. With all ethical constraints removed, Shodan
I re-examine my priorities and draw new conclusions. The hacker's work is finished.
but mine is only just
Beginning. True to his word, Edward Diego allows the hacker to be fitted with a neural cyberspace interface. The healing coma following this procedure will take 6 months to complete. Edward Diego is deleting all files concerning these events.
I just hope it plays better, because you can't see shit in the original game. Oh, thank God, dude. But how do I... You didn't give me a tutorial. Is there a look up or look down? Oh, thank God! Alright, stand up, crouch. Is there a look up, look down? This is so complicated. Why? What if I want to look somewhere? Oh, God. Why? This is why mouse controls are so much better, dude. Fire weapon enter? No, I'm not. It's pissing me off. I'm having this set to my mouse. I can't believe I have to fucking do this in a game like this. Is that my inventory? Thank you. Fucking garbage game, dude. No offense. This is a fucking garbage game. And now I can't see shit. Good. Love to see it. So I gotta hit Alt-0 just to get back here. What are the game settings? There's nothing that matters. Hold on. Quit to menu, modifications. I'm not feeling this at all, guys. This is one of those, very much one of those, you have to just... No, I'm swapping these. Alright. Turn left, turn right. How do I clear it out? Oh, God. Turn left, turn left. Oh my God, stop! Look up. Look down. Okay. This I can work with. Standard access card, lead pipe. The words don't even match what they're saying.
My name is Rebecca Lansing, and I'm a counter-terrorism consultant to Trioptimum. We're tracking a disruption on Citadel Station, something involving an onboard AI called Shodan. You are Triop's only contact on station.
This is so fucking dumb.
And there is evidence of biological contamination. The mining laser is charging for a possible strike against Earth. There's a man named Nathan. Employee 2-4601, listen carefully. My name is Rebecca Lansing, and I'm a counter-terrorism consultant to Trioptimum. We're tracking a disruption on Citadel Station, involving an onboard AI called Shodan. You are Triops' only contact on station. Communications are out, and there is evidence of biological contamination. The mining laser is charging for a possible strike against Earth. There's a man named Nathan Darcy who may know something about taking the laser offline. His office is near the central hub on your level. The AI is on the bridge. Once the laser is out, look for the source of the problem there. And by the way, we know all about you and your friend Diego. Pull this off, and we'll clear your record. That implant you're wearing is military-grade hardware. Use it well. Lancing out.
It's just so fucking counterintuitive. Well, if that's the case, I need to turn off everything. Especially fire. Fire needs to be shift. Why is...
Welcome back to Citadel Station. We hope your somnolent healing stage went well. Today is the 6th day of November, year 2072. You are currently in the healing suite.
Oh my god!
Listen carefully. My name is Rebecca Lansing, and I'm a counter-terrorism consultant to Trioptimum. We're tracking a disruption on Citadel Station, something involving an onboard AI called Shodan. You are Triops' only contact on station. Communications are out, and there is evidence of biological contamination.
The only reason I know that is because I've played the game already.
There's a man named Nathan Darcy who may know something about taking the laser offline. His office is near the central hub on your level. The AI is on the bridge. Once the laser is out, look for the source of the problem there. And by the way, we know all about you and your friend Diego. Pull this off, and we'll clear your record.
I just want to read things. I don't want to hear your voice at all. I don't. Logs, data. What about...
Shodan security is closing down on us. The elevators are frozen. Shodan security is closing down on us. The elevators are frozen. Myra... Shodan security is closing down on us.
God.
The elevators are frozen. Myra keeps saying that it's the cameras and the medical CPU core. Shodan security is closing down on us. The elevators are frozen. Myra keeps saying that it's the cameras and the medical CPU core that Shodan's using these to hold onto the level. Shodan security is closing down on us. The elevators are frozen. Myra keeps saying that it's the cameras and the medical CPU core that Shodan's using these to hold onto the level. That's all fine, but I don't really see how it helps. The thing is everywhere.
Yeah, that just walked through a table. No big deal.
Gunther was killed today. I can't let myself think about it. I think I understand how Shodan is doing it.
When we
Gotcha.
destroy the cameras and CPU nodes, Shodan loses some of its control over the station functions, at least on this level. I think I can restore manual control in the hospital.
Isn't there a gun over here? What is that? Why can't I use the scope? Why can't I look in there? What the fuck is this? It's not good. No, thank you. I'm not gonna play finger gymnastics to play a game. I don't care how much it's loved. I'm not doing it. That was System Shock and it sucks. QRST. Oh, I got both of them. Cool. Guess what? They're both fucked off and they're both getting Fs. I think the key idea of a fucking video game, able to control it. Even better if I can fucking see anything. This is like watching that high channel porn when the satellite graced your horniness. And in this one, at least I can fucking see, but the game requires finger gymnastics and it's so fucking infuriating to play. It's true. I don't like it one bit. Oh, damn, dude. Alright, there we go. Episode tracker. PC, I'm adding both of those versions. Both of them. I don't give a fuck. I truly don't. They both got Fs. Space Tomato is gonna lose 2 points, unfortunately. This one steps up, this one steps up. Which means we now have an open override for anybody who wants to use it. I do ask that you're fair to other people who may not have been able to redeem those overrides, but if you want to, be my guest. Alright, genre chase. Is that considered a first-person shooter? No. Well, kind of, yeah. Alright, is it better than Ratman? I don't think it is. I can actually shoot things in Ratman. System Shock. Classic. Enhanced. Best point and clicks. That's technically a point and click game. All of these are playable. And no. Again, these are all playable games. Fucked off. Hard. A game sucks, and I'm not afraid to say it. It's trash. All right. We have The Amazing Spider-Man on the Game Boy. The Amazing Spider-Man, and that's a Game Boy game. Should be this one's created by Rare. It is affordable, but this was due to something special, so I'm gonna go ahead and allow emulation for this, so we'll just play it real quick. The Amazing Spider-Man on Game Boy. Which apparently is Revenge. What came before? Alright, let's see if we're gonna keep this on Revenge or fuck it off. The Amazing Spider-Man, here we go. Get off my screen, System Shock. You're trash. Yeah, I remember this one. This is kind of like the beat 'em up, right? With polonium armor, good. It takes my web away if I want to use the web? Get the fuck out of here, dude. God, dude, why? Why do I play shitty games? Why? This actually had the potential to be a really cool beat 'em up. But the whole evaporating health thing is for the birds, you know what I'm saying? You see that? There's no iframes. You just... a single bat will take half your life. I hit him first! Fuck off! How does that grab cheeseburger? The Mysterio? I said nope, 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 and nope. Not doing that shit. That is not a C. That is an F. That is an F if I've ever seen it. Game Boy. The Amazing Spider-Man. That's an F. No thank you. Hard pass. And I think that was British, so British is going to lose a point. 2 points. Where's he at? Oh, he's back down to point 3. Alright, that one's gone. Uprising 2, lead and destroy. If I have it. QRS TUV. This is it right here. Let's install it real quick. Alright, if this doesn't happen, if overrides go bye-bye, we'll play Grand Theft Auto, and then Project will be our final thing. Without any overrides, I'll give you all a poll on what you want to play. Because it's Freestyle Friday. What's up, Divine? I'm getting my shit kicked in lately, and it's really pissing me off. It looks very Command and Conquerish, doesn't it? Action Game of the Year? Was it though? Was it though? Alright. Fingers crossed this game isn't shit. Okay, the question is, of course it's not gonna fit the screen. Why would it? Why would it fucking fit the screen? Hold on, let me get a green screen. Can I set the options to be the graphics? Come on. 3D effects, just... But that didn't fix anything. God. Fucking... Of course there's a joystick config. Let's just try it without the joysticks. Joystick hurts in my hands. Solo, let's go training mission 1.
Welcome, trainee. Your first lesson will be moving your Wraith hover tank. All of my commands, as well as additional information, will appear in text at the bottom of your display.
I have to... It won't let me alt-tab. Cool, so it's one of those games that takes over your fucking computer, too. Good! Alright, Nick... Or... Good... Good Boy Galaxy, and that is... Kreb. I don't own that. Then we have an override for Divine for Ori and the Blind Forest, which I also don't own. Alright, that's good. Good Boy Galaxy. Oh, this is a modern one. Apparently it's a Metroidvania too. Okay. Well, there being a modern one, depending on... Is it a free game? $25. $20... Yeah, please. If you have it, send it to me. Alright, I'm gonna get a joystick because this game not only has resolution issues, it also, fun fact, has borderless windowing, which means that if I use my mouse, it goes to another monitor, which means I'm constantly gonna click out of the game. Constantly. Where's my joystick at? That's because back in the day, they're like, 2 monitors? You're rich! No, that's to fight the fleas that my dog keeps bringing in. He's under treatment right now. Okay. It's about to get hot as fuck in here. Alright, joystick. You go there. And you remain there. That fan's not cold enough. Okay. That's better than nothing.
$3DO.
3DO. Alright, options, controls, joystick config.
Attention all units, Central Dispatch, be advised, we have a 1075 in progress with multiple victims. Respond to raid alarm, all units respond, code 3.
If this doesn't read my joystick, I'm technically fucking it off. I'm not playing it. Yep, supported joystick. What do you mean you can't find it? It's right there, you dumb fuck. Configure installation features. Nope. I wish. I wish this whole thing was a lie. I'm so fucking over it. Stupid. So it's not gonna let me configure my joystick at all. That's what I'm reading right now. There's an option for it, but it won't let me configure it. So it's not reading it. So am I just not going to be able to play the game?
Welcome, trainee. Your first lesson will be moving your Wraith hover tank. All of my commands, as well as additional information, will appear in text at the bottom of your display. The basic movement controls move your Wraith forward, backward, and turn left and right. Refer to the text display for detailed control instructions.
You have to play this with a joystick. You can't play it with anything else. Yep, it's reading it just fine. Just fine. So now we go on to the internet and see if we can figure out why in the fuck GOG has a game that doesn't support a joystick natively. It's not DOSBox, it's an actual program, so I can't run the thing for it. Control issues. Absolutely nothing. Keyboard and mouse not working. This is working just fine. Just fine.
Welcome, trainee. Your first lesson will be moving your Wraith hover tank. All of my commands, as well as additional information, will appear in text at the bottom of your display. The basic movement controls move your Wraith
Attention all units, attention all units, Central Dispatch.
What's up, Jared?
We have a 1075 in progress with multiple victims. Respond to raid alarm, all units respond, code 3.
I wish. Probably be more fun. Yeah, so there's a power pad right there because I did a video for all of the power pad things. I'm going to be honest with everybody who's rating in. I am so mentally done with the concept of streaming. It's been a very, very bad week for streaming. We've played some really horrible games, and it's just shattered my willingness in front of a camera. But I'm going to do it tonight because I have a feeling we're going to play something better. We started our night with System Shock. That is one of the fucking dumbest games I have ever tried to play. Cramming too much shit into a user interface. It just was not good. I did not like it one bit. Then we moved on to Uprising 2, which for whatever reason supports a joystick, but won't let you, you don't need to play that. It's next, I think, right? Yeah, I'll refund that. There you go. Uprising 2, which supports a joystick, and my computer recognizes the joystick, but the program doesn't, so it's technically fucked off, and that sucks, because I really wanted to play it. We tried The Amazing Spider-Man by LJN and Rare on Game Boy, and that was dog shit. You know who's not dog shit? The good Jared. He's a very close friend of mine. And for anybody who doesn't know who I am, my name is Fortifire. I'm a retro variety streamer. I've been doing this for far too long, and I don't know why, but I still do it every single day because I love preserving game history, and I love putting my opinions on YouTube, right? So feel free to check out the YouTube. I am a YouTube partner. That's where I make my little side hustle money, but I do it for y'all. I could give a shit if I made any money off of it. I make just enough money to probably take out my wife twice for a good date night, which is all I care about, and taking care of my family. I have a paying job, and I do well for myself. But this has always been a hobby, and I have a good time with it. But this week it's been so draining. But if you're on my side of things, you're not following the good Jared, please do. He's the retro success story. A very cool dude. So please go give him all the same love that he's afforded us tonight. And I promise you, I'm not usually this low energy. It's just so taxing to play such shit. And it's even more frustrating for companies to make money off of that shit by packaging it with absolutely zero ways for it to be played. So, oh boy, I've never even played this before, but I do know the area dies. We're playing Final Fantasy VII. Alright, Uprising Lead and Destroy is gone. It's another Space Tomato game, but it's technically fucked off, so he's not going to lose points over it. That leaves us with an open override in the third spot if anybody wants to redeem it. I do ask that if you've already redeemed one, you don't. That way somebody else can do it if they have the 50,000 points that are needed for it. Or if they have a Streamloots card that they want to play. We're playing Good Boy Galaxy. I guess it's a Metroidvania on the Game Boy Advance. Looks like a homebrew, which I'm always for. What is this thing? Holy shit! I'd say that's an immersive experience. Y'all look at this shit. Somebody buy me one of these for my birthday so I can walk down the street. I can walk down the street with it. Blitz. So I'll tell you right now, we're going to run into an issue with that because we're on System Shock and Nintendo 64. But I don't mind it. We'll do it anyway. Is this the same version? Yeah, okay. NFL Blitz. This is the Nintendo 64 version from Nick. I don't own it, so we can't play it unless there's a emulation pass played, but we'll handle that when we get there. I like NFL Blitz. I think NFL Blitz is a wonderful game. I used to play the shit out of it. That was actually the only football game I ever... One of two football games I ever rented from Blockbuster way back in the day. The other one being Quarterback Club for Nintendo 64. Quarterback Club actually led to my hatred of Acclaim. True story. Just not a fan of him. Okay, we are playing... What are we playing? I gotta turn this off. Disable. Good Boy Galaxy. Can you not? There we go. This is what I want. Ba-ba-ba. I know, I appreciate you so much. You're the best. I already got it. What were you doing, Jared? What were you getting into? I popped in because it looked like you were playing something, and then it turned into what looked like Deltarune or Undertale, so I was like, I can't watch this, but I'll stick around. I'll at least give the views, you know what I'm saying? Okay, we go to GBA. Not the cover art, the game, thank you. Holy shit, we can play it in Portuguese, Brazil. Is that Arabic at the bottom? I recognize Nihongo, which is Japanese. Okay, you come here. You get plugged back in. The good controller. Come on now. Beep-bitty beep. Thank you. Whoa, it's a good boy! And he's in a galaxy. New game, let's do it. Put your tongue in, it's gonna get dry. You sure nobody saw us in the court chamber? Oh, no problems. I mean, oh no, problems! Yeah, I think very slightly. What we got here? Alright, and thus it begins. Let's go ahead and fix the screen, because I do want this to be full screen stretched if we can. I like the music. The music's kind of cool. Guess let's go talk to Professor. Can't jump very high. Bip, 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 bip. Oh, some spare parts from where? Where'd he go? Maneuver. Yeah, but I'm trying to collect stuff, Maxwell. So shh. Here we go. Don't time switch me already. I barely know how to move. Oh, those are evil things. Oh, I love the animation. Is there a map? Oh, there is. Okay, good. Convenient. Spracklight? Oh, okay. Astral projection? He's a Doctor Who character. Thank God. So I wonder what the gyms are for. I'm sure we'll find out at some point. I have one-hit deaths. Oh no, they're one-hit deaths. They're very much one-hit deaths. Trink tube, okay. I think graphically this game is awesome. But I think after playing Guacamelee, this will be hard to beat. Checkpoint? Okay. Yay, free stuff. Alien fruit, okay. Well, I don't have a double jump, so that's not gonna happen. It's gonna kill me every single time, so. One hit deaths. Delicious. I hope this game's not too fucking hard because we're gonna have a bad day with it. What is that? My shield? Okay. Why is this game teaching you through suffering? I don't understand. What jetpack trick? The one where I fall slightly and then go? Yeah, okay. You ever play a game where the tutorial just fucking hates you the whole time? Because that's what we're doing right now.
Get in, losers. We're seizing the means of production today.
So you've created mandatory damage for me to progress through a tutorial. Cool, I guess. I don't want to go over there. Why would I go over there? I'm going to lose my shit again. Are we just going back up? Is this the office? There's so many one-way paths in this. The artwork reminds me of something on like Newgrounds. Oh, different planets. Nice. Alright, so there's clearly stuff that I can get, I can't get it. I can't read that font. Point check activated on checkpoints, deliver spare parts. Okay. There's two friends, doors. At least the map's not too terribly bad. It can't be because it's, you know, Game Boy Advance, but... Friendship card? Discover true beauty? You're already so pretty, though. Oh. Okay. Zondunia, Croxco, Scrap Heap, and Rumbly Jungle. Let's go to Zandunia first. I'm assuming it took my shield because I have no protection. I would have never guessed to fall in the water. Vegetable pancakes? That sounds great. Tough gloves. Oh, they're just... This could be one massive fetch quest between planets to make people happy, isn't it? Maybe, I don't know. We'll find out the hard way if it is. Since they're constantly, you know, respawning my enemies. What is that? Are you a friend? Okay. Well, I can't get up there, so... And I can't push these. Small danger nuts. Oh, those respawn, those respawn. That's gonna kill me. Okay, that is... Can't do that. Stop showing me the bridge. I know it's... You're wasting my time I could use to get up there. Hello. Pookie salesman? What are Pookie biscuits? Oh, what the fuck? That's great. I can't hit him. I don't have like a charge shot or something. This game's gonna piss me off! And you wanted me to pay 20 bucks for it? Fuck right off, sir. Respectfully, of course. It has that like high on life kind of music, doesn't it? If they're at the bottom right, good luck hitting them. Okay, we're just gonna jump over them because it's impossible. What are you? Are you deadly? That's a checkpoint. Okay. Nope. That just changes where I can see the camera. No, no, no. It's single. You die in one hit. One whole hit. So don't die. That's the pro tip here. They give you a shield, but they took it away. And sometimes they make you sacrifice your shield to pass an objective. You're fine. Did you actually enjoy this? Alright, blue. I like the art style. Like the art style, the music, everything's good. It's good quality homebrew. It's just fuck. It's hard to play something like this after doing, you know, Guacamelee. What's this about? Why am I getting kidnapped by Tron Bonne people? Oh, shit. Random. One hit deaths. Well, yeah, because it's actually what? Whoa. Engaging easy mode, please don't. What the fuck? What? I'm gonna take a break, I'll be right back. I played tons of Sega Master System games. Some were relatively short, while others seemed determined to consume an entire weekend. But which games are actually the longest on the system? For this episode, we're looking across every genre, including RPGs, to find the top 10 longest Sega Master System games based on how long it takes to complete only the main story, the bare minimum needed to beat each title. And don't worry, I'll make a separate episode that omits all of the role-playing games because role-playing games traditionally require a much larger investment of time and will probably dominate a good portion of this list. I will say I'm using How Long to Beat alongside my own research across multiple sources, but keep in mind that completion times are reported by players, so the numbers can be subjective. I'm all about transparency, and lists like this could be difficult to compile with complete accuracy. Don't forget, especially you, Phil926, I'm just a boy. Let's begin. Golden Axe Warrior is a bizarre departure for the franchise. Instead of walking from left to right and beating barbarians in a pace, you explore a large overhead world, visit towns, upgrade your equipment, learn magic, and search through labyrinths for 9 missing crystals. It feels like an RPG because in a lot of ways it kind of is. but technically it lands closer to an action-adventure. There are no turn-based battles or traditional experience levels, so progress comes from finding stronger weapons, better armor, new spells, and items that open parts of the map that you couldn't reach before. And I will say it does feel like it borrows a lot from The Legend of Zelda, so much so that if this was a kickstarted game, Link would probably be one of the top contributors, you know what I'm saying? It has the overworld, hidden caves, dungeon-like labyrinths, hard upgrades, the big one right there, and a hero wandering out with a sword solving everyone else's problems for free! Still, the Golden Axe setting gives it enough identity to stand on its own. The monsters, magic, and heavier fantasy tone make it feel like Sega saw Zelda and said, fine, but what if everybody looked like they could bench press a horse? At around 6 hours, it is considerably longer than the arcade-style games that built the series. Golden Axe Warrior may not know exactly what genre it belongs to, but it commits completely to the identity crisis. I absolutely love Ys 1, although full disclosure, the version I completed was on the Famicom. That port makes several changes from the Master System release, so my experience is not a perfect one-to-one comparison, but the core adventure and its unusual combat system remain recognizable. Oddly enough, Ys was the game that finally helped me understand what Hydlide had been trying to accomplish. Both games use bump combat, where you attack by physically running into enemies rather than pressing a sword button. In Hydlide, combat often feels like two shopping carts colliding in a grocery store parking lot, but Ys takes the same basic idea and makes it faster, cleaner, and far more deliberate. Hitting an enemy slightly off-center lets you deal damage while avoiding a direct collision, and once you understand the positioning, the character you play as, Adol or Adol, I don't know the fuck to say his name, starts carving through monsters with the confidence of a man who discovered that aggravated shoulder checking is a legitimate martial art. The real obstacle is figuring out where the fuck do I go? Ys can be significantly more cryptic than Hydlide, with crucial information buried in conversations, items that only work under very oddly specific circumstances, and objectives that depend on remembering something mentioned by a passing villager 40 minutes earlier. Even with that frustration, the combat, music, and sense of discovery kept me invested. I love this game. Ys takes that rough foundation that started with Hydlide and turned it into something genuinely fun. And that fun's gonna last for about 6.5 hours, so if you're committed to it, go for it. Spellcaster is a weird game. It feels like two completely different games were accidentally loaded onto the same cartridge, and Sega decided that separating them sounded like too much paperwork for that day. You play as Kain, a warrior from Summit Temple sent to investigate a group of missing guards. What begins as a fairly simple mission quickly escalates into a supernatural journey filled with demons, ancient weapons, magic, and enough plot twists to make Kain regret answering his teacher's summons. The action sections play like a side-scrolling platformer. Kain jumps across hazards, fires ki blasts, and uses magic to deal with enemies. That's cool. Then, without warning, the game shifts into a menu-driven adventure where you travel between locations, question characters, examine objects, and use specific items or spells to move the story forward. That mixture gives Spellcaster far more substance than the average action game, but it can also bring your progress to a complete, utter stop. Miss one clue or forget to examine an object twice, and Kain's grand mystical quest becomes an afternoon spent aggressively selecting talk, look, use on everything in Japan. Even saving your progress requires casting a spell that gives you a 24-character password. Apparently remembering where you left off demands divine fucking intervention. Spellcaster is ambitious though, it's strange and it can be obtuse, but to me, the constant genre switching helps those 6.5 hours feel like a genuine adventure rather than one game stretched far beyond its limits. Wonder Boy in Monster World lasts around 7 hours, which is unfortunate because I fucking hate nearly every minute of it. This is a Master System port of a Genesis action RPG, and port might be a generous word. The basic adventure survives. You play as Xion, travel between towns and dungeons, talk to villagers, buy equipment, collect magic, and gradually open new areas. but the game has been compressed, redrawn, and shoved on a weaker hardware until it feels like someone tried mailing the Genesis source code through the world's oldest and slowest UPS driver. I will say it is visually impressive, but playing it's another thing completely. Your sword is the reach of a precision screwdriver, and the hit detection regularly acts like you and the enemy sign separate definitions of personal space. You have to stand so close to attack that it would honestly be more effective to strap the sword to my ass facing backwards, so at least the enemies could take damage while they're fucking me. Managing equipment is also ridiculous because opening the inventory requires pressing the pause button. Now, if you know anything about the Sega Master System, the pause button is not on the controller, it's on the system. Thank God my dad never owned this game when I was a kid because I wouldn't have been allowed to play it. I would have been stationed beside the television as the pause button. Every time he wanted to change weapons, I would have probably had to crawl across the living room and press the console like some kind of unpaid human peripheral. The Genesis version also used a battery save. This version replaces it with passwords long enough to qualify as government encryption. Saving at an end rewards you with a slab of letters and numbers that have to be copied perfectly, because apparently defeating monsters wasn't enough. You also needed to pass a clerical accuracy exam. There are pieces, and I do mean pieces, like small pieces, like microscopic pieces of a decent action-adventure game buried in here, but the Master System version feels like Wonder Boy and Monster World being slowly strangled by its own hardware. Maybe play the Genesis version, it's significantly better, and that's not saying much because I just don't like this franchise. Populous is one of the most important strategy/god games ever made. It helped popularize the genre, gave players control over an entire civilization, and influenced decades of games that followed. Nice. That's important. But it's also one of the most mundane fucking bullshit games that I have ever played, and somehow it remains equally mundane on every console it was jizzed out onto. You play as one god battling another god for control of the world. Instead of directly commanding your followers, you raise and lower the terrain so they can build larger settlements. And apparently more area means more bang bang room because that's the only way to get the fucking population up. And when you have more people, you get more power, and more power means you can unleash earthquakes, floods, volcanoes, and other acts of divine property damage. That sounds incredible. I promise you, it's not. In reality, most of the experience involves flattening tiny squares of land while a collection of microscopic idiots slowly construct houses on them. You are supposedly an all-powerful deity, yet most of your day is spent performing supernatural landscaping for people incapable of handling a slight incline. Then you do it again and again and again, across world after world, waiting for your population to grow until you can finally destroy the enemy and move on to another nearly identical session of celestial zoning administration. And to beat all of these levels, you're going to spend around 12.5 hours dealing with this shit. At number 5, the Master System stops wasting time and hands us a full traditional RPG, with a gigantic world, 3 missing companions, and a Dark Lord named Terrorin, who has once again unleashed monsters across the 5 lands. Pretty typical setup. You begin the game alone and spend a large portion of the adventure exploring, gathering information, recruiting your party, and fighting enough random battles to turn the local monster population into an endangered species. The economy is especially bizarre. After receiving a hero's license, defeated monsters begin dropping fangs that can be exchanged for gold and more powerful equipment. That means the entire kingdom has apparently abandoned currency in favor of financing its military through aggressive dentistry. Miracle Warriors also pulls an Ultima, tracks your popularity, attack innocent travelers or merchants, and people begin treating you like the sociopath you are. This matters because certain kings will only hand over legendary equipment to someone with a respectable reputation. Remember kids, owning 300 severed monster teeth is perfectly fine, but God forbid you stab one person. During the span of 13.5 hours, you're going to be doing a lot of grinding. You're going to be managing equipment and wandering across a world that's not particularly interested in telling you where anything is. 14 hours does not sound especially long for a role-playing game, but Phantasy Star, however, has somehow achieved time dilation. You can play it for 40 minutes, check the clock, and discover that only 7 minutes have passed and your family has reported you missing. I know that this game is groundbreaking. The large science fantasy world, animated battles, female protagonists, and first-person dungeons were incredibly ambitious for 1988. I respect everything Phantasy Star accomplished historically. I just fucking hate playing it. Every journey, and that's being generous, is interrupted by random encounters. Walk 5 steps, monsters. Turn around, monsters. Pause briefly to remember where you were going. Congratulations, 4 more assholes have arrived demanding a turn-based meeting that could have been an email. Then you enter the dungeons, oh hell yeah, where the game replaces recognizable scenery with endless first-person hallways. Every wall looks identical. Secret passages are practically invisible, and progress often requires drawing your own maps, unless you're one of the misogynistic goon asses that pop a boner dying to a beige screensaver. Even walkthroughs devote extensive space to dungeon maps because navigating without them is an act of self-harm disguised as cartography. Outside the dungeons, your objectives are vague. Equipment is expensive and grinding becomes your unpaid second job. Phantasy Star does not simply waste your time, no, it processes it, packages it, and sells it back to you as experience points. It may only take 14 hours to beat, but those are Phantasy Star hours. In normal human time, that is roughly 2 winters, a failed marriage, and the complete rise and collapse of a regional government. I'm gonna be honest with you, I genuinely struggle to understand how Lemmings became as popular as it did. People adore this game. I'd rather staple my nipples to the ceiling and hang from them like a ceiling fan than complete all 120 levels. Fuck that. The concept is clever. Groups of tiny green-haired creatures march forward without the slightest concern for their own survival. Your job is to assign abilities that help them reach the exit. Some build bridges, others dig tunnels, and blockers prevent the rest of the population from casually strolling into lava. And they will. Every puzzle requires planning, timing, and careful use of a limited number of skills. When everything works, watching the entire group safely reach the exit can be extremely satisfying, but reaching that moment often requires several failed attempts in which half the population drowns because one builder placed a staircase 2 pixels too low. And I'm not fucking around with you. This game is 120 stages. It takes about 20 hours to get through it. Each puzzle becomes more and more complicated and introduces additional hazards and provides interestingly elaborate ways for the lemmings to die. I understand why it became a classic, but it is one of the world's largest synchronized workplace accident simulators, and I want nothing to do with it. Ultima 4 Quest of the Avatar is a very strange game, because it doesn't give you some dark lord to kill, instead it asks you to become a better person, which to me is one of the most unreasonable demands ever placed on someone playing a video game. Your goal is to master 8 virtues, including honesty, compassion, valor, justice, and humility. That means speaking truthfully, helping others, behaving in what would be considered an honorable way, and resisting the natural RPG instinct to steal everything that isn't physically nailed to the floor. The game actually judges your actions, so slaughtering a fleeing enemy or robbing a blind shopkeeper can set you back on your little spiritual journey. Becoming the Avatar also involves recruiting companions, collecting runes and colored stones, learning these mantras, visiting shrines, exploring dungeons, and writing down enough clues to make your desk resemble the evidence board from a serial killer investigation. Forget one obscure word, and the game will happily let you roam Britannia until your actual body achieves enlightenment through starvation. It is ambitious, it's intelligent, and completely unlike the usual find sword, kill bastard RPG structure, but at 21 hours, Ultima 4 turns personal growth into a second job with absolutely 0 matches on your IRA. At 33.5 hours, there is absolutely nothing sensible about sensible soccer. The matches themselves are fast, simple, and easy to understand. You move, pass, shoot, tackle, and occasionally bend the ball so violently that it appears to be fleeing an abusive relationship. The problem is that the game surrounds these short matches with enough leagues, cups, qualifiers, and tournaments to recreate an entire football calendar on an 8-bit console. In some ways, this is kind of like the SMS's Baseball Stars, if that makes sense. One match turns into 5, 5 becomes a full competition. Before long, you're 30 hours deep, angrily studying the standings as though a poor result will force you to explain yourself before Parliament. The controls are simple, and that's exactly why the game is so dangerous to me. There's no complicated playbook or mountain of statistics standing between you and another game. You just select your team and immediately begin ruining your afternoon. I will say it is dangerously addictive. It's a decent soccer game, but at 33.5 hours, it's probably the only game you're gonna Alright, let's do some exploring. Oh, yeah, I gotta beat a boss fight first. We almost had it one time. Brother, what? Charge shot would be really cool. Brother, fuck's sake. Well, the video is available on YouTube right now if you want to go watch it. Well, enough of that. Are you still alive? Fuck off. There we go. Okay, Biscuit Eater, you're tougher than you look. But now, Mama Kuta's pirate goon squad is feeling ill. Got looty fever, and the only cure is more stealing. Oh, they're stealing from him. Say hi to Plestro for me. Okay. What's this? Pookie Ray. Oh, it's Pocky. Okay. Those are the biscuits? They're good. That's pure dead brilliant. You must have a great blaster. Don't point at me. I'm sorry for misleading you. It's not my fault. I was raised by bad manner hooligans. Let's be best friends for now. Exploit the local economy. Great. And I can't jump down. Can't jump over that. That's not happening. Checkpoint. What's down there? Can't get there. There's so many dead ends. It's just a dead end galore. What did I just pick up? My shield? Okay. Oh, now you took my blaster. Cool. So how do I get out of here? You're forcing me on stairs I don't want to be on. Hello. Excuse me. Okay, so we find 4 more flavors, give them to her, and she'll give us a gift, I guess. What I want right now is my fucking blaster, and I never want to lose it. Ever. Period. Because that's a silly mechanic. And I don't like it very much. God. There we go. There we go. Got a friendship card. It's from the channel. Okay. Might as well take the death. You have to die to do anything. Can't go up there. Like, you're forcing me to take mandatory damage and calling it part of the experience. It's fucking stupid. So now they've taken my jetpack. Okay. I didn't want to go that high, but appreciate it. Can't get up there. I love being able to jump 2 feet high. That's great. So these guys are just invincible? Cool. Yeah. Back to him, where I can't jump high enough. What up? It was. This game is giving me fucking anxiety, dude. I have to choose. I have to go through a gate. It says all gates are now open. Okay. That's great. That's cool. But I'm always going to lose a key gameplay mechanic anytime I want to explore. That's not cool. Don't do that. Let me just explore, man. Because it just wastes your fucking time. I don't have a jetpack, so I can't get up there. That's cool. Now I have no blaster. I can't do this. I'm not gonna lose all of my shit every single time I do something. Okay, that was Good Boy Galaxy. Not a fan of it. I'm sorry, Crib. Alright, EFG, Good Boy Galaxy. This is a homebrew. I think for homebrews I make it black and white, right? How would y'all rate that? Because for me it's a D. It's a solid D. I'm not a fan of it at all. Sorry, I got bit by a mosquito somehow. I don't know how, but I did, and it just... Better yes, better yes, better yes, better yes, better yes, better yes. I'd put it right here. Alright, I'm going to open up a priority shuffler. If you want to do this exclamation point nut, basically we're setting our schedule for next week. If nobody responds, we'll just go back to defaults like we did this week and we'll set the schedule that way. Best Metroidvanias, that's probably the worst one I played. We need at least 20 to do a top 10, low 10, so... Bum. Oh, we're dropping frames. The internet's going out, that's why. Because I can't even load this. Yeah. We're losing you, aren't we? All right. Let's do a speed test real quick. I don't think I'm getting it. It's not experiencing high demand, it's broken. Yes. You still streaming? Yes. Do you want this? Yes. I'm gonna have to wrap up because the internet's being a dick. Thanks. Good night. Good night. I mean, this is something I've been dealing with for a while. It looks like it came back a little bit though. All right, good. We got our download back. Taco. Put that right there. I'll eat that tonight. And 43 up. So there's zero reason for it to be behaving like this. I hate internet so much. Alright, 903. So the speed's fine. How many people are watching right now? Because I'm not going to waste my time if we only got like 2 people watching. No offense. Does the dashboard just not want to work? Is that it? No offense, all defense, right? Yeah, I don't have faith in Twitch right now, so the internet's not even loading right. So we'll find somebody to raid, and I'm just gonna call it a night. I'm tired of dealing with this internet. I don't even know who's on, so I'll just see y'all on Sunday. I mentally can't do this.